In this video, I want to talk about the important repairs to make if you're getting ready to sell your home. Making these repairs can save you not only money, but a lot of time and potential stress in the home sale process. So let's get into what those repairs are. The first category that we're going to talk about is minor cosmetic repairs. These are things like painting the inside of your home. Painting it can make it feel clean and updated. If you paint with neutral colors, you're going to appeal to a wider audience. You don't necessarily have to go with the whole gray that's in. It can be a beige or an off-white. And then for exteriors, just making sure that it's matching with your neighborhood's color aesthetic. So you probably don't want the bright pink house or the bright blue house or the bright teal house. I've seen that. That's not going to appeal to a wide audience. Obviously, if you do the painting yourself, that can save you a lot of money, and it is something most of us can do for ourselves. However, if you do want to get a professional painter just because of time or resources, that will increase the cost, but also save you a lot of time. I once listed a home that had been used for college students, and when the clients went to sell it the first time, we just did as is. They didn't do any repairs to it. Went under contract, but something came back on the inspection. Not anything you could see by the naked eye, but it was found by the home inspector. We took it off the market, made that repair, but more importantly, we also painted the inside and the exterior of the house. When we put it back on the market, we actually got $60,000 more. And the only thing you could see that was different was the painting. So it really can make a big difference. The cost to paint the house, you're talking about anywhere from $200 to a few $1,000s. The potential return on your investment for paint is up to 107%. That's a really good value. The second minor cosmetic repair is landscaping. The exterior of your home is still the first impression people have. Not only if they happen to be driving by, but now people are going to look online first. And when they look online, in our MLS anyway, you're required to put a picture of the front of the home as the first picture. And so again, people are going to make a decision on whether they want to look at more pictures of your home or maybe come see your home based on that first impression, and landscaping can really make a big difference on the curb appeal. The cost of landscaping, again, depending on how big your home is and what you have done, anywhere from $300 to $5,000. There's some landscape work that you can probably do yourself. There's other that you'd be better left to a landscape specialist. So $300 to $5,000. Your potential return on your investment is up to 100% on that as well. So again, that's another good way to invest on improving the look of your property before you sell it. A third cosmetic upgrade you could do is fixing the fixtures. So if you have outdated or broken fixtures, those can detract from your home's appeal and value ultimately. And so again, a relatively inexpensive to fix your fixtures can be done. It can be also done do it yourself. You're looking at a cost of $100 to $1,000, and your potential return on your investment is up to 75%. So again, pretty good value there in terms of fixing up your fixtures. The fourth one is updated flooring. Now this one is going to be a bit more expensive, but flooring is sort of the biggest thing people see when they walk into the home. It is one of the first things they see. And so if you have tired or worn out carpet, replacing it with vinyl or vinyl plank or laminate or even wood or tile can really upgrade the look and feel of your home. The cost could be anywhere from $500 to $10,000 depending on what you put in, obviously, and whether or not you do it yourself or you hire a professional. I do recommend hiring a professional unless you really know what you're doing. And your potential return on investment there is about 80%. Another cosmetic repair you can make is put in a kitchen backsplash or replace the one you have. It just can give your kitchen a fresh, modern look. It is something you see in a lot of the new construction now, is the backsplashes, and they add character and charm to your kitchen. And so that's something that you can do. Again, you can do it yourself, but if you know what you're doing, only. If you're not sure what you're doing, then I would hire a professional to do it. The cost is anywhere from $600 to $1,500, and your potential return on investment is about 85%. The next category of repairs are major structural repairs. Now, nobody wants to have to do these, but these can have a significant impact on how quickly your home will sell, or whether it will sell at all. The first one is particularly important here in Florida, and that is roof repairs. The roof is a critical component of your home, and it, here in Florida anyway, once your roof gets over 10 to 15 years old, a lot of insurance companies are not wanting to insure your roof, or if they are willing to insure your roof, the prices are exorbitant. I had a buyer looking at a home with tile roofs on it, but the roofs were 40 years old. Now, for a tile roof, that's actually not all that old. They still had life on them, although it hadn't been particularly well maintained. There was some vegetation growing on it. And the insurance quote we got for that home with the old roof on it was $13,000 a year. And my buyer is a school teacher, simply couldn't afford to do that. Fortunately, in that case, the seller was willing to put a new roof on. New roof cost, I think it was about $18,000, $20,000. And that dropped the insurance cost to $3,000 a year. So a huge difference for my buyers, and also peace of mind in having a new roof on there. So it's a critical component. You're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 to repair a roof, if that can be done. You're looking at $10,000 to $20,000 replacement, although I've seen $30,000 depending on the size of the house. Your potential return on investment is between 70% on a replacement to 105% repair. People want to know, it's one of the first questions every buyer asks, is how old is the roof? They want to know that they're getting a home with a sound roof, and so that is something that if your roof is older, you really need to think about doing. Now, fortunately, there are some roofing companies in our area that will take payment at closing, so that takes some of the pressure off. If you can't come up with $20,000 or $30,000 on your own, or $10,000 on your own out of your pocket, taking payment at closing may be an option for you. HVAC system is number 2. The cost is going to be $3,000 to $8,000 for repair, $5,000 to $15,000 replacement. I always recommend my sellers, before we go on the market, go ahead and have your AC system serviced so that it's high functioning for any buyers that come in the home, and also for the home inspection. And if there are issues, we can flag them early. But here in Florida in particular, if the AC isn't working, that home's not going to sell. And so that is something that's important to look at. Your potential return on investment there is about 85%. Foundation repairs are $2,000 to $10,000. Your return on investment is about 90%. But foundation repairs can cause significant red flags for home buyers. So it's a good idea to patch settlement cracks and things like that. Now, if there's something worse, if there's a big crack bigger than 1/8 of an inch wide, it's better to have a professional come and look at that. But if it's just normal settlement cracking, go ahead and patch them before you put the home on the market. That way, it's not so much the cost necessarily, but a buyer, especially from out of state, gets nervous about any cracking. They're not as used to our sandy soils here in Florida where we get that settlement, and so that can be an important repair to make. Next is plumbing and electrical, especially if you have the old polybutylene piping that's prone to leaks eventually when it fails. Getting updated PVC or Plex piping can be really an important update for you. Electrical system, if you have a really old home and it's knob and tube wiring, updating that, or if you have a really old electric panel, updating that can be good things to do and give buyers peace of mind. Your cost is going to be between $500 and $10,000. Probably your return on investment is about 75%. And then finally, kitchen and bathroom remodels, which is actually the first thing people think of doing when they're putting their home on the market. The cost is $10,000 to $50,000 depending on what you do, what materials you use, and whether you do it yourself or hire a professional. Potential return on investment is 80%. But those are the two most important areas of the home, the kitchens and bathrooms. So if you're going to do updates, that's the place to look. Anyway, I hope this overview of potential repairs to make when you're getting ready to put your home on the market is helpful to you. If you are getting ready to put your home on the market here in Central Florida, I'd be happy to come and evaluate and give you some tips and guides on what repairs may or may not be worth it if you're considering some before you get your home on the market. As always, if you are looking to buy or sell in Central Florida, please reach out to me. Remember, you can't mess with Chris. Have a great day, everybody.